Well, Japan's been smacking us. But we've been putting up a good fight, I'm not going to lie. Usually when I watch a Japan versus North America, it's some 0-3s, it's some 1-3s. I'm seeing some 2-3s out here. We got Sonix versus ShinyMark, and we got the best Pikachu in Chown.
And the best Pikachu in the world against the best Sonix in the world, so this is going to be an exciting matchup. If you guys haven't already seen it, you've been living under a rock. These guys are some of the biggest competitors, some of the highest placed competitors, both expected to have huge results tomorrow and on Saturday. So looking forward to it right now. ShinyMark off to a quick lead, 35% to nothing.
Yeah, and we did see a little bit out of Wrath, but Sonix not too much on stream today, so this is our kind of our first look at him, and yeah, this is a matchup he doesn't like going into, to say the least, right?
Absolutely. You know, Pikachu is definitely one of the, I would say, one of the more frustrating characters to fight against, regardless of who you are, just because of all the options he's got. But someone as experienced as Sonix played against ShinyMark, and they've had some of the most amazing sets online, and you can see a lot of their VODs. They're definitely familiar foes, and so the best part about this matchup is that you're going to see two guys pulling out all new tricks against each other and really limit testing, especially since the huge tournament is coming up this weekend. So this is a great matchup to watch. If you guys are big fans of Smash Bros., definitely make sure you pay attention to these two guys, because regardless of the stigma of each of these characters, you have some exciting players on the map right now.
Yeah, I was talking about it earlier, but what I really like about both of these players is that it don't matter if we way over here or way over there or way up there or way down there, we are fighting it out. So both of them known to go to these insane depths, but just as I say that.
Sonix, unfortunately, was not able to reach the ledge with the air dodge. ShinyMark doing a great job of keeping him off and going under the stage.
He's like, look, I can do it.
Invincibility, absolutely. Fantastic play from ShinyMark, really pioneering a lot of the ledge play in Smash Ultimate. And right there, he's got Sonix in a precarious situation. Again, looks like Sonix is, oh, a great job from him reversing that right now, but ShinyMark looks like he's having a lot of success on the ledge, getting percent racked up here and there, and we're looking at Sonix trying to find an opening to really get that quick string in to get maybe a quick lead. Put himself in a advanced situation, but ShinyMark says, nah, none of that. I'm gonna get a quick trip and grab, put 45 on you.
Fast mash, though, out of that grab, though, is gonna make it so it's more in Sonic's favor here as we get into this ledge section. He's just gonna let him back for free. I think he's, like you said, ShinyMark kind of edge guarding a little bit harder than Sonix here.
Just a little bit, and honestly, we have 4 minutes 45 seconds left on the clock. That is an eternity for these two players. Masters of patience. These guys are super disciplined in their matchups. Being so familiar with each other's character and each other's playstyle, we're going to really see just the peak of Smash Ultimate. And regardless of what anyone feels about the way that they're playing passiveness, this is how we play the game. This is how you end up in the big money. These guys are showing it right now as we're in top 16.
Yeah, and both of these players have a shot at tomorrow. They have a shot at any tournament they go to. Like you said earlier, Coin Box, an online tournament, but some people say online harder than LAN. Some people say LAN harder than online.
Hey man, it's 2025. I've been playing since 2008. The internet now is better than it was then. Let's just be real about it. Let's just be real about it, right?
Bro was playing game battles on Brawl, bro.
Absolutely.
Y'all don't know about that.
Now back to the match we have right here. ShinyMark with a lead about 70% of Sonix. Sonix needs to get back on stage and pulling with ShinyMark. Going under the stage, uses the invincibility of the air dodge.
Back throws.
Has an advantage stage. Gets the read in the quick attack. What a back air coming out of Sonix. Huge turnaround using that strong blend. That back air lingers for so long. It's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Gets in there, gets grabbed.
But also just like, I'm doing crazy
stuff. What
a
drop down back air. Not enough
to get back.
168%. Another back air's gonna do it. And these guys going back and forth. ShinyMark 0-0. Last stock. We have 3 minutes, 22 seconds. Regardless of how long this goes, we're already seeing these guys exchange stocks, exchange hits. No lead is safe for these two players.
Back to the middle of the stage is where Sonic wants to be, but he seems to be camping. Misses a grab, very uncharacteristic from him, but ShinyMark just still on his head.
Yeah, that quick attack was able to extend his combo just a little bit, or string just a little bit more. But Sonic not fearing that, was able to get a quick 15% back in, but he is still at a deficit. And against these guys, any singular percent is the difference maker in this match. 41 to 50%. It can't get any closer to these guys.
Literally, 41% for ShinyMark. Really has been, honestly, pushing the pace of this match throughout it. 2 minutes on the clock. You got to think ShinyMark takes the first one.
Great read. He was able to get that. Read the roll back on the auto cancel down air, the short hop auto cancel down air. Gave him a lot of percentage, gets him a quick lead, but Sonix responds right back. Was able to hit with a spin dash. Now with a forward tail hitting all hits, maybe gets these guys are just exchanging hits, exchanging leads, and the reason why it's so critical is because these guys are known to go to time and known to win by singular percentage. So 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. This may go to the clock. However, each of these guys are sizing each other up right now, looking for an option to open up and get a kill. Sonic, I will say, has the advantage in the kill strength, but Pikachu has the ability to rack up a little bit more.
Catch him off the edge here. He's very good at this. No. Catches him with a jab.
Definitely in kill percent for right now, but ShinyMark has the capacity to be able to bring this back. Gets a landing there, was able to go ahead and get that dash and puts him off stage at disadvantage. This is what ShinyMark has really been shining.
Nailed it.
Got it.
But yeah, I haven't seen him go to Thunder or anything unsafe at all. He has been playing to his best abilities at the ledge. ShinyMark really wants this first one, you can tell. And there it is.
Fourth, a great option right there because someone who's experienced with Sonix understands how to go ahead and do the DI, was able to get the percent to go ahead and help get the kill power. But with that back here, Sonix has now advantage. He passed ShinyMark off the ledge.
What's he gonna do with it? Just kind of throws out.
Oh my
goodness!
The
grab for the win.
The back from Sonic is gonna do it. And like I told you, it's down to the wire. Each of them at 130%. Sonix was able to go ahead and take that first game, but ShinyMark now has the ability to take himself back, calm down, understand that, okay, cool, it came down to the wire right there. He has the understanding. He knows his opponent. He can go ahead and get this next game. He just has to make sure he keeps his composure and ensures that Sonix doesn't carry on the momentum. That's the big thing, especially in a game 2 situation. You never want your opponent to have more momentum.
I genuinely called out the, the uncharacteristic whiff from Sonix on the grab. 4 minutes later, we see it from ShinyMark over on that right side. So insane. I wish we almost had replay for that because the whiff was just barely, but Sonic rolls up out of it, gets him up out of there. We're going to game 2, Z.
Absolutely. If it's anything like those others, we're going to run it right back on small battlefield right now. Let's see what ShinyMark is going to do to respond, and let's see if Sonic can go ahead and keep that momentum. ShinyMark starting off with a couple of Thunder Jolts, gets a quick 6% with that Thunder Jolt traveling across the stage. One of the real annoying parts of Pikachu's game is being able to have a projectile that just says, I'm going to follow you.
Yeah, and I'm going to go up and over and wherever you're going to be. Yeah, and I don't know if it's like
my goodness, he was able to go ahead and bounce
off yours
down air with a quick attack 1-2. That is a crazy confirm right there.
Let me use this up B, bro. It looks kind of fun.
Sonic responding right back, hitting him a couple times with the back air and I believe up air. Was able to get 41%, but he reaches the neutral get up. ShinyMark is all over Sonic right now. In contrast to what I was saying earlier, he is being extremely aggressive and racked up a quick 99%. Absolutely amazing.
Factoids, bro. I don't know if it's like a call out to the venue or what, but a lot of people go in small battlefield. I think they just want to get these battles done.
Honestly, yeah, small battlefield is definitely a place to scrap. It's not one that you can really go ahead and utilize.
It's not big battlefield.
It's definitely not big battlefield. That's a stage that we'll only see infrequently. Unless.
Hey, no, we can run 8s on it later.
Let's go.
We got enough people here today. Top goats. I'd love to see an 8s on that. Goes for that forward air. Couple great shielding there from ShinyMark, just stopping the shark that is Sonix.
Yeah, and Sonix was able to rack up some good percent right now. ShinyMark's at 75, and again, as we saw earlier.
You ever back-aired lightning?
I've never back-aired lightning, but if you want to ask someone like Sonix, it'll be like, for me, it was Thursday.
Yeah, for real.
Nice jab, and Sonix responded with a great up. So that's, I don't know if that was insane reaction time or a panic option, but that was crazy because it kept himself in such a good advantage. Good situation where he wasn't in disadvantage.
I think it's like putting your best foot forward when it comes to sitting under a platform. Yeah, bow bow. What else?
All right, ShinyMark sitting at a good lead at only 84%. I say only, but 84% still kill damage. But ShinyMark was able to get Sonix over 140% with a dash attack and was able to take the first stock. Now let's see if he can hold on to the scene a little bit better than last time. Because last time, if we do recall, game 1 he was able to take a quick lead, but Sonix responded in tremendous fashion, was able to take an early stock. ShinyMark here needs to go ahead and extend himself. Let's see if he can be able to do that while Sonix is chasing him down.
Yeah.
Right there, boom.
You know, you got the speed, but they're pretty similar in speed. So, like, you think Sonix, you think I'm going to catch up to you, but it looks like ShinyMark is layering on what he needs. Is going to be able to get up out of there, but doesn't matter. ShinyMark is staying right on top of his helmet.
They're using crazy confirms right now. I love what Sonix was trying to do with the weak there. He's an up smash, trying to get rid of that stock. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to go ahead and connect.
But you can't trade here.
Exactly. This is where Sonix has to go ahead and get the lead, or at least go ahead and take the stock so he can come back.
Exactly.
ShinyMark doing a fantastic job. This is what I was talking about earlier, where he's able to go ahead and extend the lead rather than immediately getting it sent back to the team.
Right. finds him. Oh, doesn't get that. He's usually good for those. Not able to get the kill there, and still trying to look for the stock any way possible. Throwing out random back airs. He might just have to chalk this game up to, I don't want to chase this rat anymore.
I'll be very honest, Sonix, if there's anybody who has the patience, it's going to be a Sonic player. And if it's going to be one of the best Sonic players in the world, or the best Sonic player in the world, you already know he's going to be capable of doing such a thing. Oh my goodness, right there he had the Nair confirmed drag down. Almost had the opportunity, had the opportunity to down smash. I don't think he was confident in the fact that Sonix missed the confirm there, but that's the level of respect you got to give to one of the best players in the world. So
yeah, and it's crazy too. I remember when he first started coming to the arena, it was like him, and it was like maybe Kin, and it was like, you know, but now it's like a definitive best Sonic.
Absolutely, and against the best Sonic in the world, ShinyMark doing a fantastic job of adapting from game one. He's able to go ahead and get a quick 2-stock lead. Now Sonix has ShinyMark at 140%. And it's classic Sonix able to two-frame that up B recovery. It is really difficult to go ahead and do. I'm sure there are people who are familiar with the audio cue, but someone like Sonix is able to go ahead and say, you know what? This is an improbable
We've been
situation.
here before.
Let's go ahead and take care of business.
Hey,
right
got
now.
it. High stakes, man. High rewards.
High stakes,
there.
high rewards right there. Sonix going for another backer. Does not get it. That would have been an amazing equalizer had it hit and killed.
For real. And just got him out there scared at least. Seems like nothing scares ShinyMark off this ledge.
Absolutely.
Willing to play out there.
Phenomenal from ShinyMark. Sonix doing a great job responding right there. I would say it's a little bit of a mistake when he landed right in his face after attack one.
Ooh, tries to duff him in broad daylight. I don't like it. All right, Mom, come pick me up. They're fighting. There's rats everywhere.
Great quick attack too to go ahead and knock him out of his feet. Getting a little bit of percent here and there. ShinyMark, I will say, maybe show a little sense of urgency here. Although he's got a lead, Sonix is doing an amazing job bringing this back. Almost gets that up smash.
Bit of a whiff there, or maybe just an under position, but great parry and moves at least into the winner's circle as far as getting that percentage up a little bit more. But Sonix could definitely take this and stretch this out for another minute and possibly find what he needs. He's going to send him off 2 feet.
Great up B. Sonix is doing a great job now. ShinyMark is getting off stage and recovering really, really low, and that gives Sonix a little bit more of an opportunity to plan how he wants to go ahead and punish him. Sonix coming in with the back at 123%, not going to kill him.
That was a jolt into tilt that he just said, no, I'm going to do my move now. Like, you can't hit me with 2 moves in a row. Okay, Sonix still fishing for something, a kill move, anything 142. You got to be thinking he's going to find it here soon. Gets him exactly.
Not hit it.
That's exactly what he wanted. There's the one jolt we're going to get all game. Zipping, zapping straight to him.
And ShinyMark getting some impressive straight hits right here. Able to put Sonix at 100% and has a whole stop to buffer. This is a great position for him to keep him set, but Sonix has rage, has a higher amount of rage now. Gets a downer, does not kill. Now 172%. Let's look for a lot of those quicker options. Maybe a forward tilt, possibly a back throw to go ahead and take this.
Wow.
But he's got to be able to confirm it. Hits a strong there, 111%. 1 minute left. Now look at ShinyMark standing on the platform. Look how much time he burned off. 3 seconds right there.
Hot 4 seconds for sure. 124, I don't know.
Dangerous play. These guys are going offstage super deep, and that's how you know these are some of the best of their characters. Having the confidence to go all the way down to the bubble.
I was thinking the same thing, but also how important it would be for Sonix to just kind of go out there and see if something random happens, because this is what happens when we're 10 toes down on the stage.
10 toes down, 4 paws down, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It is a slobber knocker right now. ShinyMark showing a impressive lead right now. Great discipline, able to go hold till 159%. Looking for potentially an up throw kill, depending on if he's able to go ahead and grab Sonix anytime soon. But he's got 20 seconds left and 159%. At this point, it's up to ShinyMark to not make the critical mistake. That might be problematic. Good air dodge.
Boom, boom, boom. He practices these for sure.
Sonix racking up the damage like no one's business.
Good SDI. ShinyMark does not make that out on the training mode.
82% is kill percent. ShinyMark has to be very, very careful. 3, 2, 1. Yes, yes, all right.
Wow.
Hey, a player of Sonix's caliber can never be counted up. A fantastic job from ShinyMark playing and really disciplining himself after the first game, was able to calm down and extend his lead. That is the acknowledgement of a top player. Someone who's able to say, you know what, last time I threw away the lead, he made an in-set adjustment to go ahead and really give himself the opportunity to even it up. And great job to Sonix as well for being able to say, you know what, I may be at a huge deficit, but he had him at last about 90%. Granted, it may have gone to time, but that's someone who has the ability to go ahead and say, you know what, in game, I'm going to go ahead and adapt.
I think that's the difference, too, between the two players is like when Sonix gets a lead, he just wants more lead. And when ShinyMark gets a lead, he's like, okay, how can I just vibe for the next 2 minutes and then maybe extend my lead.
Absolutely. And Sonix, take a little bit of a water break.
Nah, Roy does not come out.
No, I don't know. He's definitely not going to play Roy.
He has a Roy that's
His name is Sonix, man. His name is Sonix.
You're right.
His name is Sonix. It's not Royix. It's not Promix. It's not Ting Diddy.
I think you like really mix him up if you go Roy here, because then he goes into tomorrow thinking that he's got you.
I will say, I hear there is another phenomenal Roy player that is here, so I'm not sure if he wants to bring that out just yet. Maybe give away these secrets, but we're going to go ahead and take it to Hollow Bastion right now, and ShinyMark jumping out to it very quickly, but Sonix saying, nah, give me all of that. Still has a 1% lead, but there's a Nair drag down, up tilt to Nair, up tilt, and gets it back here to confirm for 62%.
Sonic's just happy he won the first game at this point. He is just losing these open interactions off the rip, at least for now. Going supersonic right here.
Look at that, 52%, 63%. Now Sonix has a slight lead. This is where the game is going to really come down to. He was able to hold on to their lead because both of these characters do a phenomenal job of saying, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and be here, be there, be everywhere.
It's almost like a petty mentality too. Like once you get the lead, it's like, oh, I could just hold on to this all night. Yeah, you got to see those. Right, double jab block into forward smash, beautiful stuff. Only could be called out that quickly by a true Pikachu.
Absolutely, and just as quickly as we're giving Sonix a lot of credit for being able to even it right back up. ShinyMark was able to find a phenomenal option, gets a wall jump, gets a tech off the spring, and capitalizes by turning that into an up air, putting himself in advantage. Amazing reaction and recognition from ShinyMark.
Disgusting.
What a read on the ledge roll, gets it back to set himself up in advantage once again.
Kind of a cover all options area as well, but definitely read up. Once the roll came out, I've never even seen him use that option. Sometimes you see it. Gonna go up.
Up throw is gonna do it. Wow, that's a lot of rage that he has on him.
151, you said that's all the Pokemon.
That is all the Pokemon from Gen 1. That's the only Gen we care about. Ain't that right? Old people, let's go.
Ain't that right, Pikachu?
All right, ShinyMark doing a great job getting that stock lead, but Sonix, as we know, has that throw. Is in the back to the 55. Not gonna be enough, but he does have ShinyMark in a great situation.
Wow, couldn't touch him even after that. This is the only player that I've seen really rival how far Sonix is willing to go try to get a kill. Stock looking wavering.
Absolutely. This is where we need to see ShinyMark make sure he's capitalizing on his adaptation. There's a couple of up airs. Now we've seen that confirm into a kill, but Sonix is one of those characters that's more difficult to hit that on. We see ShinyMark's able to go ahead and get more damage.
Everything is parried. You're not landing on me.
Sonix it's starting to focus. It's a range of additional kill power, but once it's not used, it's not the heavy carry he can. So we're going to see
has a weird bounce.
Possibly forward. These options are going to kill. Sonix just has to go and find the right opportunity.
There's that whiff for whiff. They love to do that one, and then that is big damage that he did not want to take. So back to the ledge again. We find ourselves forward air, just a panic option in my opinion.
181. Now at this point, Andy's losing. Oh, it's recognizing. ShinyMark is a pioneer of the recovery on this game. Underneath the stage.
Instead of going right, he goes left.
After the thunder, and Sonix is like, I've seen this movie before. Charges up that forward smash. Is able to go ahead and get that stock. You know, that's something that can give a player a lot of momentum when they recognize, yo, I'm still on one. Check this out. I'm about to do that thing you do.
For
goes
real.
all the way up the stage, goes to the other side. ShinyMark recognizes it, but Sonic's still able to rack up a little bit of percent here. Has 17. That jab one. Look at this respect he's commanding. That jab one isn't necessarily safe. But ShinyMark respecting him, had his shield tilted for a follow-up option. Sonic resets himself. Just amazing play from these players.
Yeah, and you said it 100% right. Just Sonic's catching a bit of fire right there, and then utilizing that to just continue his, at least to be on some cylinders here. At 159 is some rage if I've ever seen it.
That was an interesting trade with Pikachu's downer and Sonic's back here. But ShinyMark's 2%. I don't want to say he's a necessarily easy kill percent, but Sonic's being one of the pioneers of these crazy down beat drags, off-taking forwarders. May find an opportunity if ShinyMark lets his guard down, but 159% opens up a lot of opportunities for Pikachu to be able to hit possibly what we've seen in the last game. Straight dash attacks, or even an up throw. I don't know what that was. It's unsafe because when you up the off the stage and then land in front of your opponent, they generally are going to do something.
Something.
Sonic's opts into an up air, possibly leading into maybe like an up B.
Probably could have went more, yeah.
Something for that, but I guess he wanted to play a little bit safer.
Yeah, ShinyMark did not get the whole load there, but he is able to hold on for a little bit longer. 72, a 20.8 there percentage, looking insane for a Sonic in my opinion. 179.
Yeah, and Pikachu has been known to be one of the more difficult characters to kill with outright as far as like throwing out options, but someone as good as ShinyMark will be able to go ahead and make it.
Have you ever seen a Sonic at 200 meter line?
Not anymore, I have. ShinyMark was able to hit at like 197, a strong hit up there. Now, granted, again, that's not necessarily a good option. Usually known for being a combo option, but ShinyMark with the patience to say, you know what, if I just can't kill you at a guarantee, you said like in the early hundreds, let me just go ahead and play safe, hold the lead, which is what he needed to do, and was able to get a strong up.
Do you be doing all that up under there, man? Because
only when I think I'm doing it well. Right. Then I watch someone like ShinyMark next to it, it's like, you know what?
He's not. He doesn't even seem scared. Doesn't even seem worried down there. Just seems at home. But nice little aerial string there off of the up airs, and just like I said earlier, staying right where Sonic doesn't want him. But Sonic's starting to pick these options that are get off me options.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of credit to Sonix right now because he's starting to land a lot of these punishes again. Oh my goodness, puts himself in a bad spot. Oh no. So you know what? Let's get these out of the way tonight.
Yes.
Let's flub tonight. Let's get it out of the way. This is the pre-local. We are here at high stakes, so we might as well go ahead and get a little of the shimmies out, you know, so that way when tomorrow comes,
I don't want to see those. I definitely don't want to see those tomorrow at the P tier, baby.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and
Sonix 1, ShinyMark 2. It begs the question. We've seen it before. It's happened live.
Absolutely. But you know what? Again, this is not two players matching up. Pikachu. We have some veterans, guys who play against each other. I would say even have somewhat of a rivalry, have exchanged thoughts on YouTube. If you guys haven't seen, definitely subscribe.
I was talking to Greg a little bit, the other caster that was here, and just bringing up the fact that it's a little jet laggy right now. Some people just got in.
Absolutely, and you know, from my understanding, these guys are both international players. Although Sonix does play in Vegas quite often, he definitely returns home very frequently.
Yeah, he might have been here for a couple days. You're right.
He might have jet lag.
Might have had that home cooking low key.
But right now, ShinyMark has the advantage in the set, being up 2-1, and we're going right back to small battlefields. Hollow Dash.
Even though Sonix wins game 1, I haven't seen a good start from him. I'd like to see a good start, maybe even the first stock from him here, and then we can kind of start to think about what we're doing with the rest of it.
Absolutely. And you know, it's very impressive to see the adaptation that ShinyMark was able to make. But let's be honest, aside from that one flub that Sonix has actually, he's playing pretty solid. He hasn't necessarily given to a lot of the pressure that ShinyMark has been putting on him, and he's been able to rack up the damage with it. It's just some of the cards haven't really necessarily pulled it out in his favor. So Sonix has a couple minor adjustments that he can go ahead and make, and we'll see maybe a turnaround and get this one to 5. 71 to 48% right now, not a substantial lead, but again, as I mentioned before, every percent matters. And I know Sonix, being one of the premier Sonic players in the world, understand the significance of a lead like that. Whipping on that forward smash, potentially taking that stock, ShinyMark has a lot of pressure on Sonix right now. If there's anything, I would say Sonix right now, slow down the pace.
Back air.
It's not really that character's MO, but it might be good for him to do right now, just to give himself a little bit of reaction.
Bro's top player, and he said he wants Sonic to go slow, but I feel him.
Hey, you know what?
I believe him.
The best players in the world will do anything to go ahead and win. And just like that, we talk about how ShinyMark was able to go ahead and rack up this lead. Look how many hits.
Slow it down. I just dissed you.
Get a couple of hits, and now guess what? Has ShinyMark at 141%. Now this is just a better situation for Sonix. I would say if there's anybody who's going to land a straight hit, it's going to be Sonix right there. That whiff on the dash attack, landing on the Sonix led to that back throw. And I don't know if you can tell by that GI, ShinyMark giving his done. So he said, let me get out of here. Let's refresh the stock. Hit that there, up smash, confirm on Sonix. And at that percent, it's going to go and kill. So these guys, again, the one thing we were criticizing ShinyMark for the game 1, I think Sonix needs to go take the pains of his weapon and adapt to holding on to the extended leads.
For sure. And I think that that's the entire matchup, literally. Like, it's the one that finds their footing in this scuffle of I'm up a little percentage or I'm up a little stock.
Absolutely. And right there, we was a Sonix with a good 42% on ShinyMark, using a damage hit a couple of times. ShinyMark tried to go for a lot of his their resets. Unfortunately, Sonix was able to go ahead and get out. So we're looking at another depth. Only 24% though. Something that ShinyMark can make up right away. He gets a quick back air. What a
back air into parry? Whoever did that?
Scenario. Although it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks sick. Gonna trip him up off the stage, goes for a forward air, rolls it on back. Gonna do that Walmart rollback real quick. Gets him off the ledge, off the easy.
55% in this game 4 right now. Sonix with a quick lead, but that quick attack, ShinyMark really extends right now. So he's able to go ahead and get that quick attack. they swing down to a double quarter, which is confirmed against that DI out. So ShinyMark doing a great job of getting mid-percent combos. Something a lot of players I feel like forget about. This is a mid-game rather than throw out strays. Confirmed. But just like I said, quick confirm, Sonix turns around, gets a spin dash, gets an up throw, and was able to follow up on each. Has ShinyMark at 97%. Oh my goodness! What a read off of that high recovery, and Sonix able to hit that back air, taking the stock relatively early, I will go ahead and say. So phenomenal job from Sonix. He's able to send a message like, no, it's only game 4, bro.
For real. And is there any stages that maybe he could take him to other than Kalos that don't have this bottom section, so he's playing all these games down here?
I'll be very honest, at this level of gameplay, I don't think the stage makes as much of a difference as opposed to each of their strategies. These guys have been so seasoned on every single stage. They've put some of the best players in the world on each of these stages. The last thing they're going to need to do is worry about taking away their options. Rather, they're so far advanced in that, they're going to be like, what can I do to take advantage of said options? So, although I think that the stage, hopefully the stages don't make that much of a difference between these two players, but I would love to see them continue to tool it out on the smaller stages so we don't have
we're duking it out. We're duking it out. Still 2:45 on the clock, still waiting for Sonic's second stock to tick-tock, but we will possibly see that happening soon. 147 is Herculean to be living at, but there's that forward air.
The last forward air was able to take Sonic's stock. 55%. Now look at him taking these 3 seconds, waiting before the engagement platforms go in.
And quickly getting back to it too. So tacking on the damage where he can. Doesn't want to take too much percentage here, so he's going to helicopter back to the stage.
Absolutely. Go ahead and get to the stage, knock that up there. Sonic's one of those characters that should go ahead and just, have his way with those early percents. But great job from ShinyMark grabbing it for 20. Now, let's see if Sonic's going to hold on his gets a strong downer.
And there you go, feeling yourself a little bit. Go ahead, show us something.
Definitely didn't have that level of confidence.
Boom.
It's 2 weak theirs. I swear I got a strong back over the come, but no, he just goes out with the extension for the strong hit forward. Copying basically what ShinyMark did last time. He was able to say that he can do better.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen the double nair out of ShinyMark, so just to see I'm going to do exactly what you're going to do, just a tiny bit better at the same time. Everything all at once. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Z, no matter Nick. I got to give a big shout out to Z because I'm not going to hold you all night, bro, but, hey, it's been great to have you on comms, dude. And, yeah, we definitely got to get to this Pikachu set because you are killing it.
Oh, thank you very much, man. And here we are in a phenomenal set with Sonix and ShinyMark going through Game 5. We're running it right back on small battlefield. These are 2 players who said, you know what, forget the stage. Let's go ahead and see what we can go ahead and do against each other in this pre-local. But, hey, you know what, these competitors,
they said we don't got time to do all this running around, bro. Let's just take our run-around characters and just brawl it out.
Absolutely. Speaking of brawl, these guys did both have their own, I'm not going to go that far back.
No, that's just you, bro.
Let's, it really just is me, man. But speaking of, old-time classics, we're seeing Sonix getting 2 backers in a row, getting a quick lead against ShinyMark. The control of the is really intense because it's really coming down to who's making that slightly calculated mistake, that tiny bit of error in spacing, and then being completely taken advantage of it. When I say completely taken advantage of it, it may not be like 55% of the slap on. Right. But these guys are so close. Every 10%, every 7% makes a huge difference because not only are they getting damage, they're also putting it more into the distance in the stage. That's what creates more opportunities.
I also like what Sonix has kind of downloaded to do here in this match. You can see him going for neutral airs and just getting the bounce, but landing so he can do another aerial of his choice after that. He started to do it a little bit here. Let's see if he continues throughout the match.
Absolutely. Right there, as he was doing a spin dash, ShinyMark was able to go ahead and catch it in there and confirm a little bit more damage on him. Now, granted, he's still at a deficit, but it's definitely a better position. Wow, that
tilts him
of
to
that
nowhere.
That is amazing spacing from ShinyMark. Now, we're going to get that lead. It's a dash on the early spin dash.
Feeling himself. Back to the ledge.
Stage pressure he puts on there. Gives up
None.
a little bit of stage control.
Oh.
Allows Sonix to come back.
Yeah, in and out for sure.
This may be so minor, but that little exchange they had after ShinyMark back, unfortunately, Sonix did that back there, cutting me off right there, but he did this singular jab. ShinyMark shielded it and was able to get away. That's such a mind game, such a ABC level of play. These guys are so familiar.
Kind of stopped his momentum a little bit there, though, and like you said, Sonic's able to take advantage of it.
90% of players would not like thrown off like that, but each of these guys are so familiar, they're so strong against each other that it would just create another neutral reset situation. I just love the high level intensity.
He's for sure in flow state, but yeah, ShinyMark's trying to make a little mistake here and there. might want to face him in losers, maybe.
Yeah, and Sonix is a phenomenal player. He's able to take advantage of the 6. Now you're seeing him avoiding the Thunder, knowing that, you know, a little bit of percent
I don't got a touch, though.
could make a whole difference.
I don't want to get concurrent in there. Oh, does get out with his life, though. Every time he spin dashes, I get so scared because you've seen it, you've called out multiple times. Just getting caught out of spin dash with whatever move it is.
Absolutely. But he's doing a great job right now. He's one of the clock up. He's in his favor. He's got 29% on ShinyMark. It may not be the most, but it's some. Even if ShinyMark is able to get a kill, Sonix will walk away saying, now I need to continue holding my lead.
Yeah, this is exactly what ShinyMark did game 2. Sonix adopting it here, but also bringing that little bit of extra flair. Back air is going to kill.
Let's come back here. Yeah, a great option from ShinyMark. We haven't seen that actually all game. What I saw, maybe I forgot, but it was a great option selected from ShinyMark. On Sonix off guard, but Sonix, like we were talking about earlier, is now going to have to play the game of how do I keep myself from losing this percent lead. And ShinyMark, oh my gosh.
There it goes.
Firm, yeah. Look at the record, 27%. Now, 2% difference. Like I said, Sonix still has the lead, but those Thunderbolts can do anywhere between 4 to 6%. Those will give ShinyMark the lead. Sonix is and just like that, now at 34%, ShinyMark now has the lead. And again, 3 minutes left, 2 stocks apiece on game 5.
Yeah,
that is all the difference.
Just the lead from how far Sonix was up right there is enough mentally to kind of shake you, but strong mental on Sonix. He's going to go back to the top platform to get away from these lightning bolts. Thunderbolt. And really, ShinyMark just okay with chilling at the moment. He's regained the lead. 3 minutes on the clock, though. Small battlefield. They're going to have to brawl this one out.
Yeah, they're going to have to cross paths. Sonix was probably going to have to take the position earlier, but I like that from ShinyMark. Still being relatively aggressive, finding opportunity, and gets another ledge trouble into it.
That was very patient, bro. That was very, very patient. You can see Sonix knew exactly where to go, but just had to wait his turn to get there, back on the ledge. Punches and bunches, though, come out, and they are the difference between 4%. Sonix takes the lead.
What a confirm break. Oh, my goodness! Gets that forward smash angled upward, was able to take that shot really early, and now ShinyMark passive.
Bro, I thought that was the last one, bro. That was 2 stocks worth of hype.
Absolutely, yeah. Phenomenal play coming out of Sonix. Great recognition on the recovery option. Saw the high recovery. He said, I'm going to charge this, throw this one up. Let's see what happens. Was able to go ahead and get
that was a wrath crunch, bro. He
absolutely, definitely let out all of his wrath on that one. And now he's in a very familiar state. Having to lead last stock less than 2 minutes. Has ShinyMark at 32% and only at 75. I say only because, again, we're not talking about like a Pyro Myth or a Steve.
We might have just won.
Doesn't have explosive options.
The hype alone might have won that for him, bro.
Nah,
He said, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll see you later.
So Sonix is going to go ahead and take that one 3-2. But honestly, a phenomenal display from 2 of the best players in the world. Piloting some of the most difficult characters, I will say, because everyone says, oh, it's really boring.
Literally piloting them in the sky.
Yeah, then do it. You know what I'm saying? So great play from each of these guys, recognizing that, you know what, this is going to come down